your host, Sarah Diana, and I'm super excited to have you guys here. This podcast is all about self-growth, happiness, and becoming the best versions of ourselves. This space is filled with girls energy where we lift each other up, build healthy habits, and create the life that we dream of. You ever felt like you're never doing enough? No matter how hard you try, you still feel behind. Girl, I've been there. And that's why today we're going to be talking about something that's changed everything for me. For our first episode, I wanted to give you guys a gift of gentleness. The real secret to living our dream lives is not just about pushing ourselves harder or doing more. It starts with being kind to ourselves. And that is why episode 1 is how to be gentle with yourself. If you've ever felt like you're too hard on yourself or nothing you do is enough, or you have to do better before you can feel proud, this episode is for you. I want to say this loud and clear. It is not your fault if you've been hard on yourself. Many of us have been conditioned to believe that tough love and self-criticism is the only way to improve, maybe through family or environments we've been in. But you don't need shame or guilt to change. Self-love and self-compassion is not about making excuses. They're about treating yourself with that same kindness and encouragement you would give to someone that you love. And when you start showing yourself that love, everything shifts. I used to struggle with this too, and it for sure is a journey. And now, I'm more gentle with myself, and it feels like a weight lifted off my shoulders. And that's what I want for you guys too. You have this one life, and the one person that's gonna be with you through it all, every single moment, is you. You are the love of your life. You are your own bestie. Why not treat yourself with that same love, kindness, and care that you give to others? You deserve to feel safe, supported, and cherished, especially by yourself. Because at the end of the day, the relationship you have with yourself is the longest and the most important one you'll ever have. If you're anything like me and how I was, that inner voice can be pretty harsh, but today we'll be changing that. All right, let's get into it. The power of self-talk, shifting those should and never statements. Let's talk about negative self-talk, something we all experience, but don't realize it's holding us back. The way we speak to ourselves directly affects our motivation, confidence, and overall happiness. Many of us use harsh language towards ourselves without even thinking about it. And sometimes it's in a joking way or not, but I still believe it is how you say it, but what you say too, without even thinking about it. Phrases like, I should be doing more, I should have figured this out by now, I'll never be good at this, I always mess things up, I'll never be as successful as them. These statements set unrealistic expectations and make us feel like we're constantly failing. The words like should, never, and always create pressure and leave no room for growth. But what if we flip the script? What if we started using our words that allow for progress and self-compassion? Here's how you can reframe negative self-talk statements into something more loving and more kind to yourself. Instead of, I should be further along, say, I am growing at my own pace and that's okay. Instead of saying, I always mess things up, try, I am learning from my experiences and I can improve. And I'll never be good at this. Try, I'm getting better every day with practice. Pay attention to the words you use with yourself. The next time you catch yourself using a harsh statement, pause and ask yourself, would I be saying this to my best friend or a family member? If not, rewrite it into something more kind and understanding. For me, so I am clumsy. So in the beginning of my journey, so I'm always like carrying like 5 things, and so like I would spill something, my inner voice would, you're so dumb, why did you do, you should have known better, like why did you have so many things, you're being so clumsy, what is wrong with you, da da da, just stuff like that, right? Like that's what my inner voice was saying to myself, and like I would internalize it and feel so like shameful, and I'd feel so guilty. But when you spill stuff, you don't do it on purpose, Giving myself that grace of like, now instead, if I spill something, I'll be like, it's okay, Sarah. Like, it's not your fault. Everything's okay. And then I'll just clean it up. And then I resume my day. Like you can't control things, and especially if you didn't do something on purpose, you should not be mean to yourself. So, number 2, allow yourself to make mistakes and fail. Shifting your mindset to accept and allow yourself to make mistakes and fail. Failing is normal and it's a part of the human experience. The more times you fail, the closer you are to success. As long as you pick yourself up and keep going, and kindly. When you allow yourself to make mistakes without shame, you create this space for learning. Instead of seeing failure as proof that you're not good enough, reframe it as, this didn't work out, but it's teaching me something valuable. I'm allowed to grow and improve without being perfect. We often fear failure because we think that it means that we're not good enough. But the truth is, failure is a part of growth. Every successful person has faced setbacks, made mistakes, and has struggled. The difference is that they didn't let it stop them. Think about role models like Rihanna and Coco Chanel. Both faced failures early on. Rihanna was dropped from her first label. Coco Chanel, her first shop failed, but they kept going. They adjusted and learned. And now they are legends. Rihanna, Bad Girl Riri, I have her makeup. I love her. And so just giving yourself that grace. Like if they stopped, we would never have Chanel bags. We would never have Fenty Beauty. We would never have any of those stuff if they stopped. And I think a lot of times too, we see in the limelight a lot of people's success, but no one shows the behind the scenes. You don't know how they got there, the blood, sweat, and tears. That's never shown to get to where they are. You just see, oh wow, she's perfect. Which Rihanna is perfect. But yeah. But you are that girl. You are capable and you got this. Okay. So, the self-love exercise. So, I wanted to introduce you guys embracing your younger self. This is one of my favorite self-love exercises, and I use it myself, and so I know it works. And it's called the mirror self-love technique. It is incredibly powerful for learning how to be gentle with yourself. So, first off, so you find a picture of your younger self once you were a child, full of innocence and curiosity. And like I have one in my bathroom. So I'll actually go get it so I can show you guys. Okay, I'll be back. Okay, so I'm back. So I have my picture. So this is my picture that I have on mine. So that's me. I don't know what age I'm at, but she is so cute. Look at her with her little Pooh Bear. Look at her. And I love pastels. I wonder why. They're all right here. So they're so cute. So, and I love flowers because she's wearing a little flower dress. So basically what you do is you grab one of a picture. The younger I feel like the better. And you place it on your bathroom mirror. And you go there when you wake up, when you go to bed, you're in your bathroom. So you put it on your bathroom mirror, and every time you look at that picture, speak to your younger self with love. Imagine she's standing in front of you. Would you tell her she's not enough? Would you tell her she should be doing more? No. You would tell her that she's loved, she is valued, and she is worthy. Say things like, you are doing your best and I'm proud of you. For me, that's what I tell myself. I'll tell myself when I see my little girl. Oh my goodness. When I see my little girl, I'm just like, I'm proud of you and what you've done and what you've accomplished. And also too, when I'm tired or if I'm like kind of like, I'm a hamster on a wheel girl. So when I notice I'm like kind of like overworking myself or something like that, I'll look at that picture of myself and I'll be like, oh my God, I'm doing that to her. She's just a girl, you know? And so like I'll reset and make sure I'm taking care of myself and taking care of her. And why this works. It reminds you that you are still that little girl. She's inside you and she deserves kindness. It helps rewrite your self-talk by making it more compassionate and gentle. So I want you guys to find your childhood picture. Like I said, the younger it works better. And start speaking to yourself with the same kindness you would give that little girl. She deserves it, and so do you. It will remind yourself to show more kindness, especially on those days that you've been really hard on yourself. Remember, when you look at this picture, remember this little girl was filled with dreams, potential, and self-love. And that girl, no matter what has happened, still exists within you. She is worthy of love, kindness, and encouragement just as you are right now. So I want you guys to close your eyes for a little moment. Picture yourself as that little girl. She's standing right in front of you, looking up at you with big, bright eyes. Now imagine saying to her all the harsh stuff you said to yourself today. You wouldn't, right? Instead, you would hug her and you would tell her that she's doing her best. Now take a deep breath and remind yourself you are still that little girl that deserves your kindness. Having soft love and being gentle with yourself isn't about making excuses or avoiding responsibility. It's about giving yourself permission to grow at your own pace, to make mistakes without shame, and to love yourself through it all. So girlies, let's make a promise to be softer with ourselves, to replace criticism with encouragement, to see our mistakes as lessons, and to love the version of us that still exists right now, not just the one that we're working towards. Because at the end of the day, you are worthy of love just as you are. Alright, that's it for today's episode. If you're listening to the audio version, be sure to hit the download button. And if you're on YouTube, hi, hello. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe if you're new. Comment a kind thing that you can start saying to yourself today. And tag the podcast on Instagram with a picture that you chose for yourself to put on the bathroom mirror, and we'll be reposting. Next time in the mirror, I want you to ask yourself, am I being that friend I need to myself? And if not, how can I be softer with myself today? Don't forget to share this episode with someone that deserves a little extra kindness today. Thank you guys for listening. I'm so happy you guys are here. I'm so happy we found each other. Sending you all much love. See you in the next episode. Be sure to reach for the stars. You deserve to have it all. And until then, live your best life. Bye!